Hi friends, this is Atul again and you're watching Frankly Curious FC. In this video, I'm going to talk about a concept called tempo. No, it's not about the vehicle, the tempo van or something, it's different. It's basically something in music. It's a concept in music. Now what is tempo? Tempo is nothing but the speed at which you perform an instrument or you sing. The speed at which you conduct yourself is in music called tempo. In music, we do not use the word speed. Instead, we use the word tempo. Now, how is tempo expressed? Tempo is basically expressed using a number. It usually varies from 40 to 280 or 300 and more. So, a tempo of 40 is way slow, very dead slow. Tempo 40 is slow, and then as the tempo number increases, it becomes 50, 60, 65, 70, 75 or 76, 77, like that. As the tempo increases, the speed at which you are playing also increases. So as the tempo number increases, the speed also increases. Now tempo 90 to 100 is basically a medium speed performance, and as it increases, as it reaches 120 and above 120, it's very fast. So that's basically tempo and how you express it. Now talking about the units of tempo. The unit of tempo is beats per minute. Yeah, the unit of tempo is beats per minute. So how do you get this number? If you are singing a song and you want to know at what tempo are you singing or at what tempo are you playing an instrument, how do you do it? How do you get that number? Like, how do you know whether your tempo is 100 or if it is 90 or if it is 140? So there has to be a method to find the tempo. In electronic keyboards, there is an option called tap tempo, which enables you to which is a button basically, and you just have to tap that button according to the tempo or according to the speed at which you are singing. So for example, if I'm singing row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, so all you have to do is tap like this 4 times on that button, and that keyboard automatically tells you what tempo it is. It will tell you that it was around 90, it was 90 or 95. It will tell you the exact tempo at which you tapped. So that is an easy way of getting to know the tempo from a keyboard. You need a keyboard or an electronic instrument or any such electronic device to find the tempo number. But what if you do not have any device with you? What if you only have a piece of paper and a pen and a watch? You need it to find the tempo. So I'm going to explain here how to find out the tempo from just your watch by just measuring the time. So here goes. All you need to do is you need to first identify how many bars of music you are going to perform. Then next thing you need to do is you need to find out the time signature of the piece that you are performing. Time signature, you will understand it. Students who have studied music will understand what exactly time signature is. If you do not know what is time signature, I will definitely explain it in some other video in the future. But you need to know the time signature. So first thing you need to know how many bars you're going to perform. The second thing you need to know is the time signature of the piece that you're going to perform. And then the third thing is you need a watch, and then you need to measure how many seconds you've been performing. But when the piece starts, you need to start the stopwatch and you perform, and the stopwatch starts measuring the time that you are taking. And finally at the end of the performance, you stop and you see how much time it took you to finish that performance. So basically we call it the duration of that performance. So if you have these 3 values, once again I'll repeat, the 3 values are the time signature, the number of bars and the duration. If you have these 3 quantities, these 3 numbers, you can find out your tempo using this formula which is written behind me on the board right here. It's tempo is equal to the time signature times or into the number of bars into 60 divided by duration. This particular formula can be used to find out your tempo. Now I can give some examples. I'll just give you 2 examples to make this understandable. So I've written an example on the board. In this example, I have taken the time signature as 4/4, the most common time signature, and you are playing 16 bars of that piece, and it takes you 30 seconds to play that 16 bars. So using these 3 numbers, 16, 4/4 time signature and 30, you're going to calculate your tempo. So what all you have to take is the number 16 you need to take, that is the number of bars 16, and then time signature is 44. All you need to take is the number on top, that is 4 on top, and then duration is 30 seconds. And then you put it into the formula, you get number of bars times time signature times 60 divided by duration. Once again I repeat, number of bars into time signature into 60 divided by duration. So you put those values, you get 16 times 4 times 60 divided by 30, and you do the calculation, you get 128 beats per minute. So that is your tempo. If you play 16 bars of this 4/4 time signature piece and you take only 30 seconds, then your tempo is 128 beats per minute. So that's how you calculate your tempo. And now I have written a second example on the board. In the second example, you can see that the time signature is 3/4, and you're playing 8 bars, just 8 bars, and you take 10 seconds to play that 8 bars. Now you put those values into the formula, you get 8 times 3. This 3 comes from the time signature, the top number of the time signature, that is 3. So 3 comes here. 8 times 3 times 60 divided by 10. 10 is the duration. So you do the calculation and you get the tempo is 144 beats per minute. Or more specifically, since the bottom number of the time signature is 4, you can instead of saying BPM or beats per minute, you can say 144 crotchets per minute or 144 quarter notes per minute, because crotchet and quarter note are the same thing. So let me end this video by saying that there are other easier methods to find tempo, but for the time being you can be satisfied with this formula. I might in some future videos come up with an easier method of finding the tempo, or you can find it by yourself. So that's all I have for you in this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.